Yes, absolutely delighted to say that we're joined ahead of the Manchester derby by Pep Guardiola. Pep, how can you put this game into perspective? Why is a derby game so different from other games?
Especially for the people, for the people from Manchester, the people who is absolutely fan from both clubs. Of course, it's special. So football is nice for this healthy rivalry that both teams. It's nice. Of course, it's an important game for us, and we try to do a good game.
I've already noted in your comments building up to the game, you said it's important that we have our fans supporting us, really with us. What made you say that? Why are they so important?
But it's normal. So I think all the clubs, when you play at home, when you feel the support, especially in the bad moments and always behind, the team is better. So football is emotion. When the players feels, when the fans are delighted, are happy and be there with us, they can make an extra effort and they cannot stop to run and try to do what they have to do. So I have always that feeling. So these kind of games with the fans is a little bit easier.
What sort of moment are Manchester City in right now?
Well, we're playing good. Big gap between the leaders, short gap in the second one, Leicester. But the way we played lately is not bad. I'm quite satisfied.
Are you frustrated or are you surprised at the size of the gap, given you've said you're actually satisfied with the way you're playing? Do you think it doesn't necessarily represent how you've been playing?
Well, we judge results, and that's why under this perspective there's nothing to say. So when team is incredible top form, so the last 54 or 55 games, so they lost one, so it's incredible the way they are playing and taking results. And in general, we are not. My feeling, we are not playing bad. So we are in a good. I think we play more than satisfied from my point of view. I think we draw points in the beginning for the fact the biggest enemy when you are back-to-back titles. The first games of the season always they're the biggest enemy because you won 2 Premier Leagues in a row. That's happened. But even in that games, we play quite decent and better than I think our opponents. But sometimes the opponents are strength points and good qualities, and that's why the gap is where it is. We have to accept it and think in step by step, game by game, to try to win the next one.
I've heard you say about not taking your chances, why you've not come away with all 3 points at some games. But you've only scored 2 fewer than last season, but you've conceded 10 more than at this stage.
Yeah, but it's related. It's related.
So it's not as black and white as that?
No way. So normally when you will score and you make 2 or 3, you are not going to concede few, and sometimes it's not easy. Some periods it happened that, of course, maybe we concede few goals, but we concede more goals, but in the average, how many chances we concede is quite similar. So and that's why through our game, we are quite stable in that sense.
I want to ask you as well about Mikel Arteta. Has there been any sort of approach for him that you know of?
No, I said last game. He travelled to Berlin. Tomorrow will be close to me against United. So hopefully he can stay the time we are together. But at the end of the season, I don't know what's going to happen.
Will he be with you definitely till the end of the season?
Yeah, he will be until the end of the season. Yeah, I think so.
Not just Mikel Arteta, but there's quite a few managerial posts available right now. Do you think he is ready to be a manager right now? And when is it right for him? You've always got to have your first club, your first game. When is it right for somebody?
He's ready. It's right when he has an offer and he accepts his offer. And after he's ready. But if you tell me if he's ready about his knowledge about the game, he's a human being, as a person, as a professional and work ethic, and he's ready, absolutely.
And in everything else, he's ready to make that step up, in your opinion?
Him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's ready. He's ready. But
is this difficult for you? Because you want to keep him alongside you, but at the same time, you don't want to stop it.
Yeah, because I'm not the guy who put the guns in the heads of my staff or players to say what they have to do. So we are human beings, and everyone has dreams and desires. Hopefully can stay this season, next one, and as long as possible in this club. So that would be my dream. But Mikel has his own life, and I never would say what he has to do. When I arrived here and we were in touch to work together, it was I was convinced on that, and he was convinced to help us, and the time we are together, we spend together, it's magnificent for me. I tried to help him, he helped me a lot, the team, but the rest, what's going to happen, it's not in, he knows what I want, what the club now wants, but the rest, I don't know.
Could this get even more complicated in that apparently a couple of clubs are interested in, but in the not too distant future there might be a vacancy here?
Yeah, definitely.
So would you recommend him to be your successor one day?
He's able to do that, yeah, absolutely. So, but depends on him, the club, many circumstances I cannot decide.
You talked about the magnificence of your team, the back-to-back titles. If you were able to turn things around from this position, I'm not saying necessarily win the title, but to turn this around, what sort of achievement would that be in your mind?
I think one Premier League is outstanding. I think it was in the moment I felt okay, job is done, but after the competition continue again. And I think the second one was more difficult. I think the people still doesn't understand what incredible we achieved last season, not just with the Premier League.
Why do you say that?
For the rival, was contender we had because we won, and have the tendency to be more relaxed, and still there after 100 points we made 88. 14 games in the incredible circumstances, and it's quite similar behave like we have done this season. And when that's happened, always I congratulate when one team is better. Always we have a problem when we are not like we are. Every single game behave like we are. I know the opponents respect our team, our players, because they know exactly how humble, how normal team we are, fighting every single ball in every single game, away, at home, in every single competition. It doesn't matter which one, until the end. And the opponents feel that. I think we show a good message, to be a good sport team, to do what we have done in the last season.
Well, we look forward to seeing a great sporting contest tomorrow. Pep, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Us.
You're
we'll
very
see
welcome.
You tomorrow.